Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Gaur Simanande. Jai Vishupad Paramahamsa Tri Vrajgacharya Stotra Satta Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Shilabhai Charan Arvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki ISKCON DBT Founder Acharya's Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Haridam Sankirtan Ki Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Pimanande. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to see Guru and to see Gauranga, all glories to Sri Prabhupada ki. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Taksurinviritam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Parakamalam Sri Gurun Vaisnavam Scha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragunatam Vitam Tvam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Sri Visakan Vitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kansana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhu devasa patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Narayanam namaskritya Naram Shaiva Narotamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is a very means of conquest, let us first offer our respectful obeisances unto Narayana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Nasta prayesha badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Tamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. By regularly hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam and by rendering service unto the pure devotee, all that is troublesome within the heart becomes destroyed practically to nil, and loving devotional service unto the Supreme Lord, whose praise with transcendental songs becomes established as an irrevocable fact. Idam Bhagavatam Nama Puranam Brahmasamitam Uttama Charitam Chakara Bhagavan Rishi Nishreyasaya Lokasya Dhanyam Swasyayanam Mahat. This Srimad Bhagavatam, known as the Grantaraj, the king of all Vedic literatures, is the literary incarnation of God. It is compiled by the incarnation of God, Srila Vyasadeva. It is meant for the ultimate good of all people. It is all successful, all blissful, and all perfect. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Siva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Surabhyay Namaha. Om Surabhyay Namaha. Om Surabhyay Namaha. Mukam karoti vasanam pangum langayate girim yatkripat maham bande Sri Gurum Dinataranam yatkripat maham bande Sri Gurum Dinataranam. Hare Krishna. Welcome to a morning program. Do we have internet?
Yes.
We do. Okay. Because we had there, we had here, but not in between, so as of yesterday. Yeah. Okay, we are continuing from Canto number 1, chapter 17, entitled Punishment and Reward of Kali. And I believe it is text 42, huh? 42, yes. Vrishasya Nastams Trin Padan Tapa Shaucham Dayam Iti Prati Sandadha Ashvasya Mahim Cha Samavardhayat Bhrishaya Nastam Trinnapadan Tapashaucham Dayam Iti Prati Sandada Ashvasya Bahim cha samavadhayat Vishasya nastam zatrin padan Tapa shaucham dayam iti Prati sandadha ashvasya Mahim cha samavadhayat Vrishasya nastam zatrin padan Tapa shaucham dayam iti Prati sandada ashvasya Mahim cha samavadhayat Vishaya nastam strin padan Tapa shaucham dayam iti Prati sandada ashvasya Mahim cha samavadhayat Vrishaya nastam strin padan Tapa shaucham dayam iti Prati sandada ashvasya Mahim cha samavadhayat. Or Vrishasya of the bull, the personality of religion, Nastan, lost, Trin, three, Padan, legs, Tapaha, austerity, Shaucham, cleanliness, Dayam, mercy, Iti, thus, Pratisandadhe, re-established, Ashvasya, by encouraging activities, Mahim, the earth, Cha, and Samavardhayat, perfectly improved. A translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Thereafter, the king reestablished the lost legs of the personality of religion, the bull, and by encouraging activities, he sufficiently improved the condition of the earth. I kindly repeat after me. Thereafter, the king
Thereafter the king
reestablished the lost legs
re-established the lost legs
of the personality of religion,
of the personality of religion,
the bull,
the bull,
and by encouraging activities,
and by encouraging activities,
he sufficiently improved
he sufficiently improved
the condition of the earth.
the condition of the earth.
Purport. By designating particular places for the personality of Kali, Maharaj Parikshit practically cheated Kali. In the, in the presence of Kali, Dharma in the shape of a bull and the earth in the shape of a cow, he could actually estimate the general condition of his kingdom. And therefore, he at once took proper steps to reestablish the legs of the bull, namely austerity, cleanliness, and mercy. And for the general benefit of the people of the world, he saw that the gold stock might be employed for stabilization. Gold is certainly a generator of falsity, intoxication, prostitution, enmity, and violence. But under the guidance of a proper king or public leader or a brahmana or sannyasi, the same gold can be properly utilized to re-establish the lost legs of the bull, the personality of religion. Maharaj Parikshit, therefore, like his grandfather Arjuna, collected all illicit gold kept for the propensities of Kali and employed it in the Sankirtan Jagya as per instruction of the Srimad Bhagavatam. As we have suggested before, one's accumulated wealth may be divided into three parts for distribution, namely 50% for the service of the Lord, 25% for the family members, and 25% for personal necessities. Spending 50% for the service of the Lord or for propagation of spiritual knowledge in society by way of the Sankirtan Jagya is the maximum display of human mercy. People of the world are generally in darkness regarding spiritual knowledge, especially in regard to the devotional service of the Lord, and therefore to propagate the systematic transcendental knowledge of devotional service is the greatest mercy that one can show in this world. When everyone is taught to sacrifice 50% of his accumulated gold for the Lord's service, certainly austerity, cleanliness, and mercy automatically ensue. And thus, the lost legs of the personality of religion are automatically established. When there is sufficient austerity, cleanliness, mercy, and truthfulness, naturally Mother Earth is completely satisfied, and there is very little chance of Kali to infiltrate the structure of human society. Translation again. Thereafter, the king reestablished the lost legs of the personality of religion, the bull, and by encouraging activities, he sufficiently improved the condition of the earth, aspasya, by encouraging activities. So here we are getting some insights how to reestablish uh, the the three missing the three missing components that make up dharma. Um, Prabhupada, of course, underlines here uh, the Sankirtan Yajna. But Sankirtan Yajna is not only restricted to the chanting of the holy name, as sometimes some devotees will uh, emphasize. Of course, the Sankirtan Yajna is the basis, is meant to be the basis of all of our activities. Without that remaining the center, all other activities will actually not be um, successful. But uh, Prabhupada is making some reference here to what is called uh, by encouraging activities. That's how this word, ashvasya, I don't know if there's other meanings to this, by encouraging activities, means there needs to be many different uh, activities that will be helping to restore um, the the principles of dharma. Of course, one of the main points being mentioned here also is collecting and properly utilizing wealth, gold specifically, and in other places, Prabhupada reiterates this policy, which is unknown and not followed in society in terms of giving 50% of one's wealth for, in different ways, supporting the Sankirtan mission. He gave the example of Sanatan Goswami, no? Who gave away all his wealth, his accumulated wealth, and kept some for, as mentioned here, 25% for family members, and then 25% for personal use. This word comes up many times, the word systematic propagation of transcendental knowledge. And means there's a whole approach to reintroducing or reestablishing. We were discussing this point, well, not only yesterday, but means especially through, I would say, these two aspects of education and culture. Education, for most people, actually, education doesn't mean going to school. um, for most people, the way, the more easy way to learn actually is through cultural programs or cultural activities, and also through activities, because this point is made here. and encouraging activities. That can be taken in two ways, to encourage activities or activities that are encouraging. I think both are needed because uh, we need to be active in healthy activities, in activities that will be um, helping to awaken within us ultimately our dormant propensity for serving Krishna. Um, that's why the recommended activities in the Vedic culture are uh, intimately connected with Mother Nature, with nature. They're more like natural. Uh, we are meant to study in a natural setting. Um, we are meant to be engaged in activities that uh, are more conducive for our eventually for our spiritual um, awakening, and and those are again um, very much connected with what is uh, being propagated in the Vedic culture. The whole concept of simple living and high thinking means agriculture, natural agriculture, means village life. All these things we have practically given up, and so we get a little insight in terms of how to again bring back or reestablish these principles of dharma, um, how to develop these natural qualities of truthfulness, compassion, cleanliness, and austerity. Yeah. Mm. And if we try to do it without uh, without introducing aibo, yeah. If we try to do it without by bypassing uh, what is being recommended here, then we'll not be able to establish these principles of dharma. Um, Means there needs to be a, a combination of Sankirtan Jagya and then different activities. If we, yeah, encouraging activities. Um, so what does that mean actually, encouraging activities?
All the activities which will encourage us towards the dharma establishment.
All kinds of activities, yes.
Specifically, activities that imbibe and follow these four principles.
Activities that follow these four principles, yes. Uh, mm. And
very nice vegetarian restaurants open.
who was telling me just recently? Yeah, vegetarian. Actually, um, oh, I forget where I read this, but Prabhupada had instructed apparently Tamal Krishna Maharaj at some particular point that now we don't need to open so much. We don't need to just focus on temples. We should open places where um, more like on the cultural side, so so that more people, because temple actually is especially like Brahminical activities in the temple.
Focused on religious activity.
Huh?
For people, it's like religious activity.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, the whole culture
Exactly.
is yeah. Majority people at at best they'll spend you know a very short time in a temple. Yeah.
There's a conversation in which Srila Prabhupada says the devotee is saying, oh, we are expanding so much. Prabhupada says we are barely touching very few percentage of the
Yes,
population.
yes.
How many people can practically join the temple?
Correct.
We have to go and establish the culture in the villages and the farms.
Yes, yes. And that means so many different activities to cater to all the different uh, individuals that
Class
make
of
up
people.
society. Huh?
Class of people.
Yes,
Class.
yeah. I think there's a kind of a fear or danger that we get involved in so-called material activities, and of course forget our primary goal, which is of course a danger and a possibility. But the other danger is that we just focus on just activities that are primarily, let's say, Brahminical in nature, and majority of people cannot relate to that.
Very few people will be just
Right.
confused.
It's like in Kali Yuga, as we know, uh, philosophy is not everyone's favorite topic. Philosophy requires um, good brain
Finer brain tissue.
concentration and
Finer.
finer brain tissue, which is somewhat lacking in Kali Yuga. Yeah. Yes.
Much to that point, that education also, that point came up earlier in the purport. And as you mentioned, not everyone has inclination to study philosophy, but if you study recent history in the past,
Yes.
all the saints, what they have tapped into, take example of Narottam Das Thakur. Simple Bengali language songs, which inculcates philosophical elements, devotional elements,
Yeah.
and there is a entertainment element because you can sing.
Yes.
And that's how it really propagated, and it's all over India. You go to Maharashtra, Tukaram's Abhangas, simple Marathi language is all the philosophy, devotion is so imbibed in it. Even today, it's so
Yes.
surprising that Dindi Yatra, thousands of people
Yes, yes.
in that mood. So the impact is so strong,
Yes.
even in the present day, after hundreds of years, it's still
Yes.
so all over, it's just that culturally, through songs, simple language, you can imbibe philosophy and devotion.
Yes.
I believe like one type was mentioning about the recreation, the recreational activities
Yes.
are very important. And I think even Bhakti Saraswati Thakur introduced and you're encouraging the puppet show, all
Diorama.
this diorama
Right.
in in Mahabharata and all. So
Yes.
people like that.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Mass people love that more.
Correct.
And instead of giving them in philosophy, I mean, I will give the example of the the TV serial of Mahabharata and Ramayana, which all the Indians of our age,
Right. Right. Right.
when growing like that, we saw.
Yes.
And because of that, so many people know about many things in Mahabharata,
Otherwise, they would not.
which otherwise they would have not known.
Correct. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. All kinds of cultural. That's why, like in the time of Lord Chaitanya, drama was a very big thing.
Yes,
Lord Chaitanya himself was
yeah, he
playing.
was playing drama. So this is actually this is very interesting and important part. Here, I mean, from my childhood, I remember and till date it goes that before uh, before Deepavali, there is a whole Ram Leela section which takes place. There is always a place which is called Ram Leela Maidan.
Okay.
There is a big place which
Yeah.
will be
People.
named as Ram Leela Maidan because every year Ram Leela will take place.
Yes.
People would go and watch it and then Raman
Yes.
burn. So it's part of the culture, which is of course gradually kind of declining because
Correct.
Here in Bengal, we have Kanai Natshala, right? The
Yes.
place called the whole Natshala. It's
Yes.
basically
Yes.
it's through dance and dramas. The whole thing present here. A lot of these art forms are unfortunately disappearing because people go to YouTube and that's their entertainment now.
Right.
And
Right.
the people who actually knew all those things, it's